Hello, budding statisticians, and welcome to another fun adventure in Minitab. So today I'm going to cover some of the things that we did, and you will need to be able to do your very first case study. So we're going to focus on doing a random sample from a data set, and then taking that data set and turning it into a proportion that we can actually do a confidence interval on. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open some data from a worksheet. So this is just my extra spare data, in case you were wondering. If you ever don't find a file because it's not a Minitab file, remember you can drop this down and select all data and see some other things. Oh look, there's a text data and there's some Excel data, in case you care. So for today I'm going to be using, well, let's do the Olympic rowing one for fun. Here we go. Let's open that up. Alrighty. Oh no, wait, this is a small data set. Good thing I don't know how to edit these videos, or else that would be horrible. Let's do the condo data again, because I know that one's huge. The rowing data has too many categorical variables in it. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do a random sample from one of my data sets. So what I think I'm going to do is I want to randomly sample from price, and I'm going to just pull out a sample size of about 300 of my price variable. So I'm going to go up to Stat, Basic Statistics, and I'm a liar, I want calculate, random data from columns, sample from columns. So I'm going to get 200 of these from the price column, and I'm going to store that in C9. Notice I'm not checking this box for sample with replacement. Remember, sample with replacement means it would be like if I pulled one of these rows out and then I placed it back into my place where I can sample from. So it could be true that one of your samples ends up being just the same individual condo over and over and over again, and I want to avoid that. So I'm going to go ahead and hit OK. So this is my sample price. And then what I want to do is, from my random sample, I want to select out only the cheap condos. So I'm going to make a code on my data so that I don't end up with an expensive bit of data here. So I'm going to go to my sample price, and I'm going to choose a range of values. So I'm going to take only, well, actually instead of, yeah, let's do a range. So I want all of the ones that are from 150,000 in price, or sorry, 130,000 in price, up to 200, but not any bigger than that. So those are going to be my yeses. And so I'm excluding all the ones that are from 300 to 306. I'm sorry, 200 to 306. So that's going to be my no's. No. And then I'm choosing my endpoint to include only lower endpoints. So that means that it's going to treat my 200s as going into this slot instead of here. So for instance, like if I looked at a condo that was exactly 200,000, then it would fall into the lower category because I'm including only lower endpoints. In the example I did in class, I included both endpoints, just in case you had no overlap in your data. Alrighty. And then I'm letting this show up at the end of the worksheet, and I want to show a summary because I got to check my conditions. So I'm going to hit OK. No, I don't want to admit data. Huh. Well, let's use both endpoints and then change this to 201. There. Okay. So notice in here when I look at my yeses and my nos, I have over 10 of each. So that means I have enough in my sample to go ahead and do my confidence interval test. So let's go ahead and do that. Go up into stat. Oh, sorry. Choose basic statistics. Go over to proportion. And I'm going to do a 1 proportion z-test on coded sample price for my proportion. I'm going to go into my options, and I'm going to do, for fun, an 80. Let's do 88% confidence interval. Again, I don't need any of this unless I'm doing a hypothesis test. I'm going to go ahead and select OK. And there is my confidence interval. So the proportion of condos with prices that are, oh, my event it chose was no. That's interesting. So this is the proportion of, that's interesting. Instead of yes, it chose no. So what that means is that this is choosing my success as being no. So it's saying that my sample P is coming off the 74, so it's the no value. So this is the probability or the proportion that I have that are above 200,000 price is somewhere between 31 and 42% in my population. And I'm 88% confident of that result. So watch out for that event bit. And that is all I'm going to place in this video. So you should have everything you need. So from choosing a random sample, which if you remember, you can go up into into calculate, and then random data from columns. And then to code your data so that it has yes or no options so that you can do proportions on it, you go into data and choose code, just as a little summary. And I've been using text. You can use numeric and date and time and all kinds of other crazy stuff too if you want to try some of that. But I'm not going to. Have a good day.